If you're under 16 and ride ponies, then the home pony events are the place to be. They're fun, exciting and often highly competitive. Over the years, dozens of these riders have gone on to become top international competitors. Riders like Jessie Dray, a former home pony rider herself, who represented Great Britain at international level. Who better then to tell us all about the format?
The shows run over 4 different venues: Cavan in Ireland, Wales and West, Ingleston in Scotland and here at Southview. There's 4 countries, England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales, competing in 3 classes, the 128, 138 and 148 teams. In each team there's 4 riders competing over 2 rounds. At the end of each round, each country can drop their worst score. Ireland got off to a great start in Cavan, with their teams winning all 3 of the classes.
Thanks, Jessie. They did indeed. 3 gold medals for the home team. Scotland picked up silver in both the 128 and 148 classes, and the English a silver in the 138, with Wales not competing on this opening event. A great start to the series, though, for Irish chef to keep Katie Saunders and her young team.
They learn the sporting aspect of it, the friends, the social, the maturity that I see in some of the kids is fantastic.
The second venue was just a short canter from the Severn Bridge, the David Broome Event Centre. In the sunshine of late July, it demonstrated the very essence of the home pony series, a 5-day party atmosphere both on and off the ponies.
It is a really, really laid-back, family holiday type atmosphere, and it's something that we work really hard on. We've got some other events going on in the evenings. We have discos and rodeo bulls, and you'll see a bit of the jumping later on, the on-foot jumping that is. Just good outdoor family fun, I think.
So you just concentrate and listen for your bell, and if you're not sure, don't start.
I think the really good thing about this sport in particular is these children all compete against each other, where they put the ponies away and then they're all best friends. So and you know, you see it, you'll see they'll come out the ring and they'll say, how many strides did you do down that distance, and they're all happy to share their information with each other. So in comparison to other sports, they do compete and then they're friends again.
Being competitive, I think, is something they're born with. That's a very hard thing to teach in them. They've got to be hungry for it, and I think this works very, very well. I mean, we love using this, and if you look at, we've won gold medals at Europeans, and all the kids that have got to that level have been produced through the home ponies.
If he does start to fight you anywhere, just soften your hand a wee touch.
There's great competition for them to get on the team. You know, they desperately want to. We have several days of viewing trials, then we pick a pool for the team, and then they get watched here. Then immediately sit up on landing, because you've got a dog's leg there to fence 11.
It's just marvellous that they can do something like this. And you see, I'm a pony European selector as well. And the reason I think that our children are so successful over in Europe is the making of these home pony teams, because they have the experience of jumping on a team beforehand. I don't think there's any other country that actually hold these sort of competitions.
So the stage is set then for the first class, a chance for some of the other riders not making the team to lend their support, and for some to demonstrate their presenting skills.
Hello and welcome to Wales and West. Today I've got the home pony on the castle ring, right? And I'm going for Wales. And I want. Oh, sorry. And I hope every team goes well, okay? And I want everyone's moral support.
So to the 128 class on the hallowed Broome turf, the Welsh team would be hoping for home advantage, and there was no doubting the enthusiasm of the expectant home crowd, who clearly silenced the English supporters, but it wasn't to last. The Welsh team of Vicky Selby, Georgina Taylor-Jones, Sophie Morell and Tara Burt amassed 17 faults between them in the first round. A clear by Tara in round 2 went some way to helping their cause, but in the end the team finished on a total of 25, just enough to finish ahead of Ireland and take bronze. Ahead of them was Scotland, a double clear for Annalise Aitken, helping her fellow teammates Emma Crawford, Nicole Lockhead and Sandy McLean to pick up silver. So that meant England picked up gold, with double clears from Drew Walton and Scarlett Charles. Scarlett, daughter of Olympic gold medalist Peter. Other team members were Jodie Hall-McAteer and Amy Barrett.
Just having fun, supporting everybody, go around, and it was just fun.
The pressure was on me a bit in the first round, but I handled it well, I think.
It feels really good. I think we all had a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good course and she just really jumped really well and I really enjoyed every moment of it.
This is probably one of the first times that they actually get to be in a team and have the responsibility of jumping with a team, and it's a big difference in their mental attitude when they go in the ring. They feel like if they get a problem they're letting somebody down, and there's a lot more pressure on them when they come to these. And we're in England or in Britain, we run this series for years and years, and it definitely gives us a competitive edge when we get to Europe. When we get to the European Championships, etc., we find that our kids normally have been through these situations for several years, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going, so they're used to it.
James Broome presenting the medals to the England team in true Nations Cup style. Now back to Jessie for an insight into the living arrangements.
Right, I want you all to tell me what's the best and worst thing about living in your lorry.
I don't know what the best thing is. Probably when you get to have a sleepover with your friend in your house box.
TV. My bed.
Sleep.
A shower.
The beer.
What's the one thing you really wish you didn't have to live with? One thing you'd love to live without at a show?
Giant hole in the roof.
It's not as good with dogs though.
There's plenty of room to bring my wife along.
Toilet's full and the shower's empty.
Meanwhile, back at the Castle Arena, the English, clearly inspired by their earlier class win, went into the 138 class on flying form. Jessica Hewitt, riding Rapkin's Paddy Day, one of Jessie Dray's former rides, went double clear. So too did Leonie Aikenhead riding Little Miss Ebony and Jordan Gann on Barney. Olivia Poole may well have also jumped to double clear, but with no faults for the team to drop, she elected not to jump. So England finished on 0 faults. Only a jump-off could prevent them from picking up a second gold. The challenge came from Ireland. They too had their sights set on gold with 0 faults after round 1. First out in round 2 was Anne-Marie Dunn. She went clear. Caitlin Duffy went next, but picked up 16. That would be the drop score. It meant the next 2 riders needed to go clear to force a jump-off. Adam Carey on Scarlett's Billy the Kid did exactly that. So it all came down to Harry Allen. All he needed was a clear, and his pony, Loch Gill, duly delivered.
Oh, breathe again, Ireland.
So a jump-off between England and Ireland. Behind them, Scotland and Wales were battling it out for bronze. This is Scotland's Brodie Beveridge going for a clear in round 1. So far so good, but for some, the tension was almost too much to take. Mum is jumping every fence as well.
This is my 11-year-old daughter and she's just amazing and she's just come up the grade so quick.
Just one left to jump. And clear.
This is a massive moment for me and I'm going to cry in a minute. I better go because I'm going to cry.
Well, Scotland ended on 12 faults, finishing 4th. That was behind Wales. So into the jump-off, England v Ireland. Last-minute checks from course designer Raf Suarez, setting a reduced course for this jump-off event. Into the arena came England's Leonie Aikenhead, riding Little Miss Ebony. Time, of course, was now a factor, and just watch here. She just clips the top rail of the penultimate fence as she focuses on the sharp turn to the final oxer. So 4 faults then for Leonie. And now it's Ireland's Anne-Marie Dunn, and bear me in mind, same fence once again that caused difficulties. Anne-Marie clattering through the fence in dramatic fashion. After settling down her pony, there was confusion between herself and the judges. Believing she hadn't successfully jumped the fence, she came round for a second attempt, and having successfully navigated it this time, Anne-Marie continued to the end, only to discover she'd been eliminated for jumping the same fence twice. Well, back to the England team now. Jordan Gann and Barney, no issues here, clearing the penultimate fence this time and safely over the final fence as well, and that was a clear round. England now with a definite advantage in this jump-off. Ireland's Caitlin Duffy was next, under real pressure to go clear to keep the Ireland team in the hunt for gold. Clear over the first, and then it was the run down to the double. And that refusal cost her 4 faults, and the second time around she caught the pole on the first part of the double. 8 faults in all. After dropping their worst score, which was Anne-Marie's earlier elimination, the team were left on a total of 12 faults. The third rider for England, Jessica Hewitt, and Rapkin's Paddy Day, coming in with a collective team score of just 4, meant a clear round would be enough to win the class, and Jessica did just that. So another gold for England. Ireland take the silver and Wales the bronze. And after the break, more action from the Welsh home pony. Will England make it 3 wins out of 3?